With the first quarter of 2017 rapidly coming to a close, it's time for a progress check. Last week in the video I made, Is My Hen Broody?, I was telling you guys about our rainy weather. It really hasn't let up much since then.
It's raining right now. We can hear the rain.
It is.
Yep. Do you guys hear it? Tell me if you do.
So it's been raining a lot. We have not finished the fencing. Little buddy and I went out this morning to go work on it. I thought, you know, there's no end in sight for this rain. We're just gonna go out and work in the rain anyway. But it was so windy and cold, we didn't last very long. So we took a break. We just came back outside. It's still pouring.
Yes.
So the rain has definitely caused some delays in here, not just with putting up the corral fencing, but also the perimeter fencing. Our friend Stacy and Virginia from Blue Creek Dairy Farm, they were going to come out at the beginning of next week and help us put up the perimeter fencing, but they saw our broody hen video and they saw the standing water on the ground and how mushy things are here, and they said it's probably not a good idea to be trying to put in the fencing in the next week until some of the ground dries. And given that the rain keeps coming, it might be a few weeks. The main reason why it's really important we get the perimeter fencing in is really for containing a livestock guardian dog. If we were to get the livestock guardian dog before having the perimeter fencing up, we run a good chance of it wandering off a really good ways, and potentially it could get shot by one of our neighbors. We have a cattle ranch just behind us, and you never know. I did speak with the livestock guardian dog breeder last week, and he said he is making a delivery in this vicinity the second week of April. So that's coming up pretty quickly. So if we don't have the fencing up before he gets here, what we're probably going to have to do is see if we can get one of our farmer friends to watch the dog for a couple weeks until we can get our fencing up. We've been kind of held up with the fencing, but we've made progress in other areas. For example, we did a hay run over the weekend.
Yes, to our hay friends that we get hay from Stacy Virginia's website.
There are several bales of hay under the tarps here that's sitting on this trailer, and the rest of it is over here. You see little buddy sitting on the edge of the hay.
Yes, this was fun.
Little buddy loves sitting on hay bales. In total, we got right at 1 ton of hay from Stacy and Virginia. Even though the carport that we had built last fall is not the ideal carport, it is serving a purpose right now for storing our hay. It's doing a good job keeping the rain off of it.
But if it doesn't, we'll put some down if it doesn't. We also got a load of wood chips from our friend Rob.
That's right, little buddy. Our friend Rob from Amiable Acres brought a pickup truck load of wood chips here, and you helped unload them, didn't you?
Yes.
We'll be eventually moving this pile of wood chips on back to where the cattle panel greenhouse is, into the chicken yard for our summer garden. The chickens have been in the greenhouse a lot today because it has been raining non-stop. But over the last few days between the rain showers, they've done an excellent job of tilling up all this ground in here. There was a surprising development yesterday with the chickens. It turns out one of our Rhode Island Red hens is actually a cockerel. I was pretty surprised by this because up until yesterday, I did not notice any difference between him and the other two hens. They looked very similar in appearance. The cockerel has a slightly larger comb and just has those longer tail feathers now. But what caused me to notice this is yesterday I was looking out the window from our house and I saw a Rhode Island Red mating with one of the hens. I thought that was a pretty odd thing to see, so I went outside to get a closer look, and that's when I noticed it's a cockerel. Now I need to make a decision whether to breed or to cull. On one hand, it's a great opportunity to increase our Rhode Island Red numbers. I was already planning to do breeding with our Americana and the Copper Moran roosters that we have, and it's certainly a possibility to do that with the Rhode Island as well. However, that brings us up to 4 roosters now. That just seems like too many roosters for how many hens we have. That's kind of a high rooster to hen ratio. We have 23 total birds, 4 of them are now males, 19 females. Kind of a high ratio. So I need to make a decision now as to whether I will keep him for breeding or I will cull him. And speaking of breeding, we have that broody hen to go check on. She is still sitting in the nest box. I have not seen her off these eggs once since the day I put her in here. As you see in the background, there, I have a feed bowl for her. Half of it is feed, the other half is water. Looks like she's gotten into it a little bit, but not much. This fence post behind me marks the border of our property with our neighbor's property. This is just behind our house. This area right here is fairly clear, as you can see, so it would be pretty easy to install fencing right there. I should note that's the neighbor's fence, not ours. But as I look across the border this way, it gets pretty wooded through there, and that is true in the other direction as well. The woods on either side of this clearing go all the way to the edges of the property, which would make installing fence along this border challenging, and maintaining it would also be very difficult. Tomorrow morning, a brush clearing contractor is coming out with his crew, and they're gonna clear out about a 6-foot swath of area from the fence line back, so it's gonna enable me to get the fencing installed, as well as get a brush hog back there or a lawnmower so I can keep the grass off around the fence and keep it from getting overgrown. And basically just maintain the fence. Nice. This morning we got 6 eggs. One of them was broken, so we only collected 5 of them. And I just got another 7 eggs, bringing us to 12, would have been 13. 13 has been our consistent average for the last week or so. I'm really happy with that number. Of course, we're looking to get it up just a little bit higher each day. But right now, the production is meeting the consumption demand. Market equilibrium. Little buddy, you're learning how to play chess?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Good.
How's he doing?
Okay. Yes, but once one is closer to the other, people get to take their guns.
What is that piece called?
That one.
Chess.
That's a pawn.
Pawn. And all these are also chesses.
No.
Which one are chesses?
Chess is the name of the game.
Another knight.
Good. Where's the bishop?
The bishop.
No, that's the rook. That's the bishop.
2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
What do the bishops do?
They move diagonally.
To sum things up, progress has been slow, but I think in the next couple weeks things are going to really pick up. So again, tomorrow the guy is coming with a crew to clear out the fence line of the trees. The following day I'm hauling in all the wooden fence posts that we need to get the fencing in. So if the rain can let up for a few days, let the ground dry out a little bit, I can get the fence posts in, start getting the fencing up. Then we can bring home our sheep, our pigs, our livestock guardian dog, and we can get rocking and rolling.